brand new. The car no abandon. 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 Brand new. Brand. The car no abandon. Brand new. Wajina kunyao. Inshiraka neat etiefo nyina. Ozioma ADAKABRI oribo baby. The car no abandon. Yesi okwai tware suo ena suo tware okwai panyin ni hwan a yebo okwai betu asuo ozioma ADAKABRI FRIMPONG MANSO wagina konya bebiewu
Yamama Trasio na Yamama ha Yefrinit 100.9 FM so ene se ye ba manaso yi na ne ye fiada obubu obusumi ne yewomi ne da etoso du nwotwe afi empino aduonu emienum mam se akamiti edu na abo no mienum Yefrinit 100.9 FM me manti dwumadie na me amidi dwumadie ho chia me yefra me ADAKABRI Mamudu osioma na ni nyina mu no na eya aseda akọ ede ama production team panyini kwajo da me ado as usual Majeri osai agima the maestro ebo ni chidom na nakua free ye enso na service mrantu kwa mienu technical production enso so abrafrema abankro the sanimrane say mara michi mafa ai woni eye miami bay na ya safo say omuso behwe on social media handles te bibia ebekọ wano na yede edi juma papa bi ede ama ye nyina ansa ene yede aseda ede ama engineering group no so no achu agbo ena walker watiako na najare na nabu aje adasa nkroman so yesa mrane se sempro na fe yasan ede aseda ama facilities fo no na facilities group no so no big solo ena dada ena yaw ena hwania mapuna ena aye DJ Bosco na mills nso yasa mrane sade tai na cheze bibia ebekoso ede ama yen enen sama yede ba no edoso emperifo eba betena se ama ye nyina ya dwendwene ye ho no omo tena se ansama daba maso no de eyetia wape na emperifo no aka osesen Asi Ken Oforiacha saga and matters arising. Anei nana yaw kuntun krunkun ofori acha ena watene to so a ye toto na no na emunsam no ena yesoso yede ya no ebebam ebie atoso no NDC proving a worthy opposition or spoilers say NDC amanyokoi ene de omo edom kuma no etwe oman no ede asi eye kwampa bi so anase tutujagu ena omututu odigu ensem no nyina no ebeba emperifo beba betena se eye owura kobe fiagbe of the NDC ena owura Emmanuel Kwatin of the MPP omo beba na yetim interview so enenam every minute bia na interview ni nam every minute bia na interview no so na enam nti na ya hye no so de besi afa yede ebeye no na ansana no yebehwe eye various newspapers or at least no enim nsem pampe ensem ni bia etimi ebaye ohwe eye Daily Graphic na semo a eda nimu wosesen odi mfonini on either side and odi aba osi payment of 100 million point 7 dollars petroleum revenue osi piak GMPC stick to positions say eye piak if watch let's say sikano yamfa nkonkoto ha say no na eye GMPC for so kire ba bia yamfa nkonkoto na ye ba bia yadru kura yetu oyire na ye hunu ba bia de sika ekwa akoto a you can imagine wasi save local industries employers labor to government eye adwuma wura nom ene adwuma yefo ena wo mo de adesrede ede ema eye aban say yanhwe na nwumakuo nu a eye ankrankre yankase adia no yentimi enhwe na yentimi anyene yem wasi weja gbawe in midst of plenty yet poor wasi weja gbawe eye assembly no se dodo na wo hoi ensuo na da hoi omo na eme ensuo nom na so ahia wo mo asia wo mo ahia wo mo a that is Patrick Brakukumo ena ehia no ai na eye Ghanaian Times ena ode abo animu ha sei wase violent extremism Africa records 346 terrorist attacks in Q1 2022 eye Urakandapa National Security Minister ene nei wabami anya ntiase se eye abibremu ase die eye wani a ajangujafo atutu ade dwa nipa ho no osiase ye kan a eye bosome miensa pe afi aduonu empinu wose eye mako ahasa aduanan ensia na woni etutu ade eye sa terrorism ehonsemi. Sensible use of herbal medicines doesn't cause kidney, liver, heart problems. Dr. Buzia, ebibidro, nipa bi kan say, and ebema aye with kidney, ebema with liver, ebema wakuma. Se uhwe ebibidro na uyusu ni yia, enya dia, ebema wakuma, ebema aye usabo, ane wahrawa, any moon woman nyina no how be etimi abamu ana aye Ghanaian Times enso so aye den wode ebaaye afei delegate akwankyerefo no wani enso ana ebeba delegate se yankankyere se ene wo matum rade enti atum wade kwaje sei and delegate afei de December 1 wade delegate ba ko beje 5 cities and watum free 4 cities e de 5 cities hey Fortune alimi alaji gomda muntutumwe na obituni die mu amakotwerotwero ho nsem ofori ata to resign odi boani mu pampen ana delegate odi base ene Ghana mampanyini kwasiada ana wofre ni minister fo nyina se kwasiada die ni mo mmra me nhia na delegate say odi na so to fam no Ghana mampanyini kwa ka kire eye woni nyina se ninua Ken Oforiata no woji adwuma na firi nsem na aka nipa ye de adwuma no ebema no no so Oforiata adwuma ye gi firi nsem a ebekọ akowie se na de wodi faso ama wodi nsakira ye bebre ede abana banum na yetie eno ene wasi nipa miensa na ye prepare se eye Ken Oforiata adwuma yebetimi ede ama wo mo enti delegate enipa ni bia wo boye dini abna osai esare wo deputy to Ken Oforiata abna osai esare wo deputy to Ken Oforiata wo se ono no yebetimi di ama no abna osai esare soso eye atiwa east wana ye mrahwe ebedwa eni na Barclays Bank na no ote na ye na dwuma enti abro sei ena yeboni din bi ansa ena kwadwo opon enkroma ofuase ayirebi emrahye bedwani ofuase ayirebi miso na anu meka kire mu se kwadwo en soso eko University of Cape Coast okokwa ye BCom enti na jese business ya nesa enu akire no wakọ University of Ghana Business School ama no soso no eye finance ene economics ya nesa ene so owie wasa akwa ye law enu a enesa enti kwadwo expertise enso ebetimi akọ ama ode eye calm hands ade akọ eye finance ministry ho enu nyina mu ono wase edin ba akọ so a eda honum wahine nana eye Matthew Kofi Poku Prempe ai wahine nana Matthew Kofi Poku Prempe already hey nti wase napo na ono so ye consider no as a finance minister. Why you me chiawa? Hey. Anti delegate na odi we wade eba ye. Na delegate naturally no. Delegate naturally no. Na the Herald was wounded Ken Oforiata to justify his fitness for finance ministry job today. Was it Kenneth Nana yaw kuntun krunkun Oforiata wase ne ya dufudufu no na dufudufu no senimo entimiwa etete ontoma enu nti wose ene ana nana ya kuntunkrunku wa ba be yese obetimi atieti aso atimi di nchiremu abo no ma bi ato agu ana ai eye enura Ghana mampanyini eko eye wokumase ene no kura panyi ko da me brabeti betire na mkanchiro betire na mkanchiro producer panyini brabeti mkanchiro se ade na asantefo akoye anti enura eye Ghana mampanyini wakwa eye Cecilia Bra pa ma me eye okoye no Ghana mampanyini amfa ne car president of the republic car anko whatna Simon Semensa came, Ashanti regional minister came, and what tonight? And the police pick up back. Eddie Semensa can him. And now a year Gabi watch the Dako, and neighbor dear too, as we take care back actually, and no one know. Of course, when I come on a swanko, what now come you so 30 minutes, 45 minutes, Ganaman Panini, or money to Swa, Pan was our airport, and no bank line. Dear Nessie. Catch him. As on the one much as a 1%, on pep poppy was anti be one. Yes, sir. At the end of the man, I fed it one for Sarin, one for motorcade, and Quasante.
Yes, okay, we say once bitten, twice shy. Oh, that I said, we are kind of cray. Maybe to me, say, Anka, the president pass now.
What could look is a
or call Kumasio, yeah, baby fufro, like Kumasio or call Cranche. But to me, I said, you're almost quiet now, no. Yes, until almost BBA free, which is okay, very good. No, sir, or call private funeral. When national
minister, mammy, and a woman.
But Uncle say now no be the uncle by paper. And
now no the uncle by paper.
Yes,
but see a year bantuma.
Aha, sir, I say, as a chap, Moja de Dua,
you didn't so.
The free mano. Bibia komunikakra.
Bibia komunikakra.
Yes, so no kasi etiwa.
Etiwa bibi kakra. Enti asanti acho bibi kakra.
Kakra bi. Nti on yet that mistake bi. Wo de she hand force. So be sad na. On ye bi. We go frame up
because we are led to believe we say as you true for say baby a gathering social gathering ni ade no. Mo me ho.
Yes. Nti okoso a on hwe ne ho fama I said we obefa
we no she suit aha and what normal akonwa no a ete ayipa so ye de akonwa de asisi and okotena so she ne suit
yes
na gabi so eurade and na gabi de akire and na di akudi akire
so no ko jamano
omuko jana yiye no
yes omuko jamano
and so semensa penetene nchen e wo no semensa kamu
ADAKABRI say ka de papa mu crack o hwan ka ye na ye best o saka president ko bebia e so ko si regional minister no so like a regional minister didn't encourage and I said motoke I didn't lead in ko baby a oko and can you no men free crime sir as a be central government you know who's a machinery a bokapa imagine say yes ya sir motoke for Accra
I'm call simply say she so just president in quiet
we see BBS into sanka start no echira aka omani amboka bebre sir because president ko aka imagine
but the secret is some so swear because come and sape
and cry like very prudent. And Paul, and cry because yes, Anna, security for common
brebre. Because they could be at distance.
Yes,
no more shady.
Aha, but we ye kwa hey, once will be quite yes, but you are far plane. She will go see or say, Miss Akofano. Now be here, say, we are not airport. Simple.
And the one now
yes, that's how one can say Africa, your presidents. Yeah.
And then you see the president abana ye.
Asa ye hey biabio. Nti ye hwesa nka once no.
And it's ho
obetufo. And the dey asa we nipa, e dey abekọ kakra.
Beko
kakra. We obi a we badwumba nko ade a obedwen yes obedwen so next time
say untaya ne duro ma ye nim de ekoso obi de say ken ofori atanse nsem yi ono mampanyini no eye ne koda na pa o oda wona
ene na make bi say you twifa o finance minister so why dey twifa so because finance minister you be bia in your name budget is quite representing for the president aha ntina utum say chief of staff crack what na ho ministers dan kokuya boa sida kokuya dan botwe ofresiama no dominate you
no
omo ina tete ho no ojo ponkroma ebo ho so you can imagine say as a government
na ni achia me no
ani mi ni baby omo free mi tumi mbo mu din
na chete ne we ne dia
pa na si no kra ho because a government issue and here can ofrata
asem no so ade no ese wo sympathize with Ken but say what was so to for Martin Samni bia can you rather would sympathize with the president of the republic now or didn't rare a share Ken Emma and normal bia ne understanding no nim say Ken aye ni say na fein wo be hunu say Ken enye no sade no say edowura menko toto na ehon na ho ansa na wo kwa
bi obaba no
ebe ha so no ache se sikasem bi ni ba bi ade ni wura no aye hu eti president ni mom edi yaw enya yanka ni nua no toto no ma bi ntentem na ni nua no atoto no ma ntentem a na oni ho a enkobuabue eno ma bi so
yes
ache the president ni say emu aya ofie kura wo ho ofie say emu aya papa say we understanding na wunua na briefu no akase ya kyerɛw na why note no akase ya kyerɛw no why note no akase ya kyerɛw no why note wunim se bibia dadin afedi onkonko busa governor bank of Ghana was there bio ade ne ntisa na kwakwa se ade he me man kwama atuo meda wa ma asamo ntome edi kwam bia so no tuatua
sisintokro
na nsa no akọ ado ne asem yo timprenu na ni nua no akọ or resign was a shit sisintokro na won kɔ ne enkwachina enti hokra re honyo sa o honyo sa enya den enyo sa but dachi ya no kai me na me kan cho the gargantuan plotter ya dias hoodwinking Ghanaians sa story no medical kan kire wansa na aka se men kan abonte an maka ti se si ade de asante a kire bia ma wakwa yie a wakwa no simple
sa so na se ba no
simple
sa na se ba
moto ke bia kan ho
na so obada cross until he is in a position to give him a residence
obama no bia da kama kai so a ye benya bi kura watrem
ti de bia yesuasu na makwa na emwa ebo ma ne kapa
sound the going for it also support to say me and mani nkoko social gathering am obi akodwa ye ho
obekọ na emumo ọkọ onko ne simple so ọkọ western regional ofa play na you can say takrade airport wasi na regional minister
ko bi mensa be
fa no ndra obegina na o say
obegina ha o say say what the adwuma say 760,000 ya say ayurade enti nura enti na che say ade a o bo na ba so
yes
say wakwa yie ne simple sa
simple e ka bi enim
na nke wa ma gabi so ani na chi so anaka ene
oh send the yie de obi atumi di wachi enpo de e betumi apade no on that yie de obi atumi ka ho bi but anye bebre no na ye
na sesia no
because o de
wanti no mfiri ni nua no mu kakre
oh say ebusua de untumi nti hu mfiri e de
sesia ba bia dre
oh say nyese o de ebusua no na ebu o man no o de ebusua de ko eyie
nya busua ya so de begu nanim ase
oh
GBK way ajaza na njense mu nyina ne yake o
asebo
chese omo aha no omo aha no etutum se visibly no why shaking say wo gidie se nka se ni na kire wo behunu se saade ne ntisa na ono so a wontimi megina
na kan susu
time na kan susu
you said there's more time what I say
entiapena oh where's what the way baba where's what the say baba where's what the way baba dabe no baba
dabe nende
dabenene enti kuntum krunkun delegate se kwasiada o sure say obe enti na wo ochinachi na fe no on September 2007 and jonkofo ba say wo mo a in fact Nanado was the last of the lot
yes
as that time ode enkrakoma no say ono so ebegina bi no ka say na kra na ho kra me nwa wa che dodo enti ekwan akofo no fa so a omu nyina koda ase a omu esori frɛ adwuma no mu no so no by September no na je omu nyina frɛ kofo nkyɛn ɛna ka key people bi a omu na gina mu a ɛbo adwonkofo enti this time no o expect say kwasiada omu wo ambition a omu wo naban mu no obedi aseda no because on 2 occasions aseda ni bi akɔ ɛna ɔse da bi twen kakra this time round we expect to say omo di aseda no san ba onsom Now on move on because on so say one shall omu koyi flag bearer na anu ya no a obeye lame.
Yeah, abani bekem.
Ape abani bekem na obia nkono ho. Na fe no enoma ni nyina etutu akoba bia obeye de. But say sane vice president no enna oye flag bearer no a onye lame sir because they will still be together.
They be amu the same flag house.
But see anom ye triangle no or no the vice president and the vice president and the finance minister and the finance minister and the president sa triangle no emungo sa see and vice president no try say obede no ho so and the finance minister so free say me na me de obae nti ene wo no afede ubeye ni say so no and vice president no so no maybe also ye no also free say the mama ntime ho kakra na we so sa and dey me say ba ni say ya where you ani nti say kokoba na mo ye koyi obi foforo say running mate na kokoyi ni say bia June 2023 every June 2023 up to December 2024 no that year 18 months no or no president no obeye lame afi no obeye ankonam na fe yantwea asif government no eni ho eto no nyaaya na nkoma pushi echo December 2023 no so that at least obedi ne hene kakra
but party no so won hihye party no omo constitution no omo date omo de ye omo flag bearership say omo wa ben mu a ewo so omo ni aben mu so ewo ho nti enye ono na se oba basesa no but Sunday ni ebesi no there and obetumi asere so because of economic challenges e koso say no omo feel nchen a and there ebe ha papa
because key people mienu say trade minister any a Greek minister
omo ina e kwa imagine
so omo mienu kwa
imagine
you think the government will be weakening like that
yes say be Sunday ya there na so be hye
sir
yes and there be kwa make us omo ntwen
because obi say so ko trader or one sheshaya egu ho 3 deputies no say eye be fio say ye Herbert Crapo say ye Dokuo egu ho I was say omutimi hu no obi say 1D1F no there's a secretariat
yes
I was omutimi
e dey ampo ba who say yes obia nim ebobil esro bia ni nanim nti ade a wo di wanim be ye no enkoye ti say subordinate
sir
yes e wo me say as a good leader no ni ho the work must go on it will go on but so wo ho no mo a enkuranhye bia subordinate kra nya no aya na different kra ti say Sunday ya omukọ tendo mo let us say yesrewa ye pese ye ko gina nchen a ebe ha nti omo hwe na omo ndi party no enhyehyɛ no so omo wa ben mu a kwa omo fa so e form flag bearer date and time no omo ye ne saa na omo ko ye say sisi a ye film na nti say man mu he obia twitwi kakaka na obedie petrol hwede e ko enye say si o na say dollar say yes e gina kakra say page no oh nti say omo ina de gu from bra at a go ni pa 3 na say mienu pa vice president so ka bia
the vice president so on resign
under
no betnem
na wako kun bi
that
na ni say omo ya no sa
that be Ali Mahama sa na ye no Ali Mahama egusu
ya party ni nhyehyɛ wo ho
Dabi party ni nhyehyɛ wo ho
then they should sit down and talk about it because as an incumbency advantage be play
enu de otwu mutan a ebeba ne sa otwu mutan a ye vice president no obetena se aye n'adwuma necessary no o hwɛ de party no so aye na because the akoba se chinchina ken yinkoyi a omokokosia den no party no ekotena parliament
yes
and omni majority leadership no meeting etena mu na dwube se dumienu ansa na omo sori so and no na party no ekotai eye MPs na chi ekowie se papa no omfa ya party ni man yen so hu no eno ne kwasi ada crunch ya wo mu so na eba ni sei na se party no ka se wo mu hwe se wo no hwamamu no na yen so party no din party ni image yen so yen hwe mo ho ban so mo mebe se obeya de a ebetia party ni image enti be kakra no wo de eye party ni edini kwa na nye because so hwe komfo pen so eshi kukurudu she and I said necessarily akwa na we winner it immediately na
ni
openo na part no aka nsensemu ndi osa wo san hwe na otimi kowachi eme part no image no etimi eba na eba ne saa wonua no mi so anka omo na bejeje so kakrai wo so na adu hwamoyi
the close allies no
wo na edi akire ya yakoi ya basa na o ye ne den gozo se na make as a triangle no e Ghana versus Oforiata o se nana yebu akua e Mrs Adeline Akufuado o se ye friend Oforiata the first na ne mabes over 100 o we papa
wow
o we pa sabi na ne tadua modu o we papa over 100 e just a man over 100 Emba so de ne bi wo mpa
because over 100
and o make sure say omo nyina so o de ne mako school into Oforiata the first no say wo call mabakwasem mu a na nipa bi nwinwi say wo de wo man no adedede no wo de hwe ne ma I suppose say Asante Man Council e de hwe indigenous of Asante ema wo mu call school itu ko achimman mu a Oforiata the first mano omo na asua de pa eti so kwa yebu akua say say on na be ye chebi abontendom hema ye president maame obe ye chebi abontendom hema enti ono ko ye no nso ono no ya abomosu na ne papa na free ya papam chebi na ode bae enti ma yebu akua ono free abomosu ebe ye chebi abontendom hema okoye no na nadokua na ono so bae ya say we ye chebi abontendom hema no ono so free kwa ben nti unse technically omo nshada emfri chebi honom enti Adeline Akufuado no na chese we Oforiata the first ba no it Oforiata the first ne ba esoso ene eye na kuntunkun ne papa Jones Oforiata Akwasi Jones so won say na no na me ka akra ha say okoko duru London oba ye erade omabuo Akwasi Jones okodu omo na Ghana Welfare Association wa London Ghana Democratic Movement ono ne churchre na otworo nkrata na ntokwa bi sibuzi apenso ntokwa sibuzi apenso no omukodu London no ta ntokwa no esa kokoto aso ntokwa wadi GH Mensa ekoye no etuom sa kodu London na omukwa kwa GDM ene Ghana Welfare no first leader of the GDM no Ghana Democratic Movement no Pier House eno mudi GH Mensa leader no enti ma Akwasi Jones eba London no na GH Mensa enti na omfa no honyim enti akire no pie ene ba so okay e de GH Mensa trans enti fa GH Mensa call as GDM panyine no ena former vice president Igrab Johnson take over enti na Akwasi Jones ena economic advisor Emma GDM no Ned Rollins no ma bia no ya na enye no na omutimi ye den etimi trotro kosi say okọ Uganda woja na yire anti-mod honom na we na ugoche bia Oforiata Sports Complex no so kai nansanya Oforiata Sports Complex no na unim ni pakro aches Oforiata Sports Complex no nipa no we yes ade no just
Gabi sorry
Gabi dey asari wachire da ko me na ba be busa
no ye
no odi to ni maame
okay
eti ni maame ne sofa ya abna chire wa Oforiata eti sofa abna chire wa Oforiata no ono so Oforiata the first ne ba no
okay
so enti no ninua ni papa ba ene Mrs Akufuado no sofa Akufuado no ninua ene Adeline Akufuado eti ma president ene Gabi de just omo ye first cousins
yes
because omo maame no mienu nya nti sofa no sa Gabi ochida ko maame sofa no ninua ne maame ba de papa ba ene Ferdinand ayim
okay
they were free mu no
yes
Gabi maame ne di Ferdinand ayim maame achi
okay
nti omo ye nuanom prekope eti Ferdinand no mpo and in 2003 of facilitating ye de Gabi free London eba Ghana
okay
So no. It Gabi the baby na Gabi no aye adwuma Times of London. Now there are certain confidential no maybe enye proper that me na me betena ha aba beka. So no. And then the man Gabi e buy. It is all she said ne Ferdinand na free mu na no say link no say nuanom
Abba.
It said ne ugina ho a ansa na eye Kofi Asante wono nso so na bedi atuo kwaben. So eno mu nyina ba ntie ba say no na ya goji oh papa nyame just oye politician papa ti ya goji ne hold wo nyina together be careful go for pagasa kwa wi you be di no so no enti o mo tena se no enkomo a wo mu di ye ene de o mo ye so o mo be ye ene the aspirations of the president me na me kan kire odachi
okay
so enti say so my mom say eye Adeline Oforiata ni nua ne Sofia Oforiata Adeline Oforiata ne ba ne Nanado ena Sofia Oforiata ne ba ne Gabi Ochredako ena John Oforiata so ne ba ne eye Ken Oforiata
yes
so no into Oforiata the first man no ene nananom ena se si ate se omo ne kuta enti hona de wo be kwa wo be hwe se we be ka se ono he ya na duru be na me ni ato hene kese enti na fe wahwe na napoku enti sa circle no mu no wo ma brechi so dodo ana sa circle no mu no wo ma brechi so dodo ana nipa omdo be hihye mu no wo ma timi aboa ama president no nanima banyam ana
dabi
so say ni nuane mo also timi gimudie
straightforward
so also timi gimudie no timi gimudie no enti die na ma president no visibly were shaking over antics of Euforiata Ken and Honto no nti e ba say ade nkyiremu ntimi nko ba bi bebre it no say Gabi Ochredako
yes
and esa be gina mu de mano and similar situation a boy say no maybe America say ntimi nka ho asem no ni nyina ka obi na Gabi no ntimi meye minister and meye government work same no many bi oho and na bedi atuo ntimi meye minister enti wo mo ye na cheso so mo pem krofo a du nkwampɔnche ne ye do mo to ahwe faako so na ya behwe da ya betwere ho nwoma no ene ye behu se ni nuanom no o ma bua no na se o ma amoa no every say Gabi maame eye na akua kirewa so hunu e wono a cheze Gabi aye ade edi amane no ono na tombeka ya ebre bi twamu ha say na ewura bi ne friend Princess Sofia Oforiata Mwambeka na also known as Mrs. Blemeza so be by Mrs. Blemeza bi so we nim ba bia Blemeza sika wo ye be kwa kwaji se sika ne dia ba ene ade so no sa Princess Sofia Oforiata no aka Mrs. Blemeza no antina na me chiao so sa Princess Sofia Oforiata aka Mrs. Blemeza no ono ani Gabi maami ana na ne antics dia ne course wo gise bie phone line kakra say anuanom no wo ma di papa ni hwemo ana so wo ma boa no so no wo ma di ni hwemo ana wo ma boa no yemie phone line kakra say kakra ya kan say anuanom efiri agane side na munyina mbeka bo mo say mu be ye bibi abetie ni mu no ene say anuanom no omo adi mampanyini ni hwamo ana say say anuanom no wo mo no ate mampanyini nanim na reshafo ne ba hwan na apeso onko hene na hwan na apeso onko hene ubetimi afra yan I was 030225 0302257902 0302257902 and now 0302243540 0302243540 say ene Ghana mampanyini ye Oforiata nananom no wo mo atenanim ana say wo ma gya ne sensemem na yentie do ade beba right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Anyi pacha fra saying
Senior journalist
Memintie wa minua.
Enti eya won kai me kakra. After program, me friends 2 years in after program, me friends and I say na me no come serious pa but yeah one.
Yo, ya no afre, ya no wasua text message ye, no wasua WhatsApp ye, eye dan ya mehwe.
ADAKABRI, my year secondary school, akoye me dey change da.
O we de ya no WhatsApp me.
Was on the argument. The whole Ghana there, you can't after program there, we are number 1. ADAKABRI, your ball, body. You know, I'm the whole Ghana journalist, you know, I want to be na the Duncan, why you my papa. In me, I'm one. In me, I'm number 1. Papa, force of public, one that you are buying. Why, yes, as I said,
Oh, quite unfortunate. 0302243540. Good afternoon. Nampacha Frosting.
Of Abdul
Abdulrahman Tamin, Mientewe.
of Anaquari. And cassette and the buyer. What happened? Now, you oh, we need to tell you which are tell you which that is saying, let us be happy in such an what? And your market for her woman up of our baby, another person. The quality. I don't much. I would tell them to be spirit to the of a myself. Maybe show them myself.
Okay. Ma emu ebeda ho. 0302 2579 02. 0302 2579 02. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Pacha Frost Panyini.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
If I come here, don't watch it.
Yo, Mr. Adumbuati Mientewe.
If I am coupon show, producers name Okriwa, Yakupon Doma, Moboa, educate here, no Yahuni Crosso. Now, on my penny, Ninianum, and then the cabinet needed. Almost good anymore, say papa. An MPP are buying Nanado Danko Fuado. Them crew of one and pound for the almost good anymore, say papa. If we say, your policy and another buyer or shot saying, I care papa. Now, to policy, no, after the year, you only say, the policies nearby, say, the babo or minor chrono, every year or minor, I say or minor. Now, finance minister, and your bed, ya mano, ya na question channel there. Almost good, Nanado anymore, say papa. Now, where the MPP are buying, and Fahone, Nippon be in Abame. Ya bemo ma konchen o ma kosie nyansa 2024 ofanya coupon share
Nyame shira ba bia wo bia etina me ka eye gabi o chire ba kuma me o fere ma me afia chirewa eti eye princess sofa afia chirewa ofuriata. Good afternoon. 0302 257902. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Oba. Welcome to say.
Nyame adom ye ho eye na wo nso ayalankas wo ye ho den.
Oba kuma se brono bi wadi e da nyame da ban. Ye da nyame ni da na adodam kokufu ado aban. Na wati honorable Abubakar Sadiq Boniface Nkadie.
Commander echina na okọ akwakosie fadila ewo eye tamale kwasiada.
Oh, nyame ankan ho pa no mpa amodin eni nansan in the encounter no nkomna asudi nko kata yina bani na maje na Ghana propado Ghana for land Ghana for Libya the next president mpacha wati ntaje
ai ofri Austria o si fo mu anu oto aso akotamale na kosie fadila.
Oh, nyame enkanti alankojo chamantin. What in a man ya ni etabo pa. Was it voice for the people, job for the people, touch for the boys. And no na me power if alankojo chamantin When we say ministers, I did a Jumano Montano, or no, one of the minister, let's deliver a war in ministry. So one is one Petra ever. I'm going to Senuma, what you offer the Adiama or mine. And Tina makes that Ghana for that. Sir, you are not at the down for the young would be getting a very in terms of all my I don't know. I'm a farmer, and you're Papa, at the year, and Zuma, and you are the pet, and now she is what young Kaya Papa. Ghana, Mabno, Zuma, Aya, or many more years to see. A man, Ghana, Yankee mentor, Fuano, a back to perform. I'm a Ghana for. The Ghana for the Nedumaya, who got up at the old. The Duman, who got up at the who got at the another boy again. Niku, and Nuna Ghana for the Yena Arrestion. Now, for them, Ababa Yankee Martin, Ababa the beauty, the Duman, Patricia, more panel. Ghana, Benia, in that relation, and Nuna, for the Baba. Now, Mr. Finance Minister. And then you be able to question what one shot more vice president, and one shot more want to see the not the young cop because dollar is the I'm not too one price the possible. And that's about what
that. 0302 243540. Good afternoon. Hello. Nebosu.
Titi asante no uma pemwa apembaba. Then pem said yesterday the more pia a crystal this year. Also in the come on.
As we can come baby, I will be an ebosu.
Na ko fa bai. The way there.
Aye. Just said na the need fufu aye mankeno and say what did need abenkwano. I want when young Wakakra, when young Mirka, when young Crantia Kakra, a poor face to suit anything else I come despite the whole song.
Earlier, Piao, catch us and play 1 year, you may sue a year on the 9th March. And everybody, Yabaka, after what Yabaka is here, a good show. Now, crop here, above all, now when I met a general crown, the Indian and Kobo Kukumasi. Now, the American catch up with Sarah. Who could them quite a minute? A Juma when you look for the man of Juma.
Nah, one more question, what Tamalin Nabako be there.
Mr. Biluka, Seminary, cross on my constant to one. My father said, Madame, for me, Bob, and Yanko, a brick, and then a Yana Tumpum, Yamia to Even Sikasa. Jalaki, Menuka and one of the national headquarters. I got quite a first one. Administrative economy, that's true. The kind of conjecture must be one you want. What it can't be. What's a part where my man money and young token? Now can't be. Oh, for real, child, or my woman, penny. This will be the foot will say, my chief. And that's you couldn't get. If you are a transfer woman in Tekuma and transfer product, then we are castle will be comfort or young wardrobe. We give him a part. There you could be come away here. MPP or Ghana for young for the and you must keep living a sanka. And you must keep living a sanka. Ghana forward, can you want one more time? MPP, tell us, because over to us, I'm your queen. What is the Ghana for and what's the Never tell you, a question to you. Living a systematic by your woman. Now, PP, for 2 summer year can. Yenny a permanent comma and crab. The maximum of pennies, when you saw proposal in fuel, you're winning when I was it.
Say now, Subuano 0302 257902. Say Ghana Mampany, a Yanuano, I dear Benia. Abuano anase ya mwano na ya hwese de esi etie nti good afternoon 0302 243540 good afternoon
Good afternoon, Cabana Pumpkin.
Afi ya huye na asoso.
Yo, ADAKABRI Munye ba. ADAKABRI. Na no bi ancho Kenneth Richard Cabana. Na wo so wo de ma. Wo listen ta wo mo flow. Wo mo so obi atiu. Ba ye mu bi ne to credit ya de flow. Na wo se ye mo wa ma de ne ba ye kuta ye mi a. Ye no wa ta fi. Na je nya no ye tew kwa. Ye wo che bi bi ye nka ho. Oh, sai ba no ta bi ye de ka so wo mo WhatsApp na. Wo mo che wo mo ntimi. Ah, me don't want to have the coming some 50 the one some 50. Can you put your baby education one? One after the program of Yaku Soul and Florida. Oh, I don't know your mama, you told him, you may be a why. Ah, you really like your coming to ADAKABRI. It's the end of the young country, play the friend or no. And then the next can get it all. Say, what do you know what happened? You know, your woman. That's a good thing. What was for? Remember, what is the young? Oh. If it is a woman, you're reading and coming. Maybe I know WhatsApp about that day. WhatsApp about that day. ADAKABRI, that's the way I have one man.
Ya de wasepa.
Let me go president.
Afe na wo ba kasa tentini nya afe na be kan asem.
Kakebi man from one. ADAKABRI, and I'm not going to start the polo. A post with you. No, but first that's the only new name as the same. No, what can I ask? What's the answer? ADAKABRI, what say you? Never knew what say to me. What come here? When is how I'm making to know? ADAKABRI, what is it?
Yo. 0302 243540. Good afternoon. Yenti. 0302 257902. Na yenhwe call no de emeba so. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, ADAKABRI.
Number 2 for saying.
Idede akafia phobia mikasa free kantamanto.
Yenti we.
Of ADAKABRI di kai mame mama baso. Efa kunya kakrakawi. Entia onabo wati ejakun former energy minister. Ono na ebe tu Frank FDP. ADAKABRI papa otenin kaniye.
Ai wabedu. Ensamafu awrafia. Yeguzuti yo.
Yo the papa hadia. The tiari papa. Papa we. Ono pa. O mampeni a wotemu, o manye den nsu. Ah, yo opposite okate. Ebi ade we no. Enye biane ye management. Mampeni ampa. Oba ya na do pointing no. Na dumsoni jaye. Ene ni papa phobia. Papa ya sem. Omukonya kokwa kata na ja. Yi na di. But all the same no. Oye mama o magana. Enti obetu planka. I'm the MPP saying party. You bet me jam. Da. E do na bo wa da yakon. Na me flaw. Na me tia education minister Dr. Oteya Aditu papa we so. Na me flaw the papa. E do all your education center no. E de ni mo nya tia ka so. ADAKABRI, the American effect. Finance minister, Shefia, the Hafina, the Yapa said, Jodwana, Yasuanko, the Tia, what the committee and you are almost to Tonano. The more say, Papano, or Perfect, or who say, as someone what they have thrown, which is a dinner, and son of resign. We will take every ammonia committee in Europe, the Papanaka said, my resign, Ghana for money, no one pet, finance minister, Papa. Obet mama dora nako 1 city no ti baby na say kiro enkoya ye ya akuya ni po be bari asa bon so boa na say be ancestral for mo Ghana ati di be ya mo no ga do problem because ati na area so na enyo me na enyo me nkoye na papa ya say na o mampani ko fo a o ti ni baby o say enipa nante obi anya meeting e kuma ba monte abeka say o mampani ko fo ko de asamo ko ten in the big you must the MPP. The way your mom get opposition for because someone you want just almost power.
Okay. Ma yankwa good afternoon. Champion. Welcome. Now, I want to disappear stadium.
And your prayer, I remember dream. Woman that child indeed. So my grandfather and my brother, but I didn't see any of your beautiful. and then we have petrol not come with you from but Samuel,
Amiguzutio.
and then I'm young and I'm not in the baby I talk with your computer. I got me Bob, I wouldn't say Nana Kufuada said, Commander in Chief. On your Ghana bonnet, Nipa Ghana bonnet, a soft for Ghana. A bit of the Doggy power chat, so for Super. Yes, everybody jump on side or more a new video. And the a soft for now, Nana Kufuada, so I said, when you mean the reading Papa be on my head, almost 2 foot of any, almost Papa be by very good. Or consolid to solid or committing comfort. Yamia, you Papa be on my Mama. Nayamini Panama. It is a near man where petrol wire days. And many part of the Nicato Pan within another. And then another panning na ira. If you are how many who are you coming? Doesn't be the same. That's software, no winning Yamina Kasai, yes, China, no me requirement. One the Kasafa woman of Mako the end this other train, Siana. ADAKABRI a question. Or how I can let me. I thought for Mukazin Yamina, you know, my brother, and then Ukraine. And then the question you know, Hana. The apostle. The bank now, any other time I MPP opposition. When you put a bank in a I know, over taking us Ghana, or didn't be a Kupado. I want a bank, I bought so many Ghana. Not that time, and Papa, no, data bank in a say. The apostle, the own carrier media may come up. First time I know who the president, a while back when I'm still Ankuzabaku, Alpha Nantiema. I know, but it's a brand of a year. Or Barbara, normal a year in Kuya. Said the president, Mamma, go here for Trasuki. Was after a region minister came, I am the president. It did not know all my bodyguards, me and something in the village. Or by the Sunday, said the DC becoming. It did not even say a name of engine also about work Ghana economy. I'm a problem, I know how, get the bag and credit baby in Nani. But a restaurant $6 million. And then they open it down $25 million. Oh, I can't move Ghana. Open so I can't.
I you need you say, and then I'm
or some of Foka I bought Monica Sana, which I am.
You and yes, when did you won't say, Ghana man penny bear ye, Ewo Kumasiano, or Bass simple.
Let me now, I can say what they know for Egypt. Was it a hip hop baby did a Japan? Study Paro, some meeting of a video convent. When you're not, and you want to kind of say, there be a drill. Where you be in 20 years old. Or call the crew is still ready, you go to 2. Or by Shanty, double hit 2. Now, a guy who could come for offer. Or be a commander sponsored you, I'll be. Of it, I go to the colony Sobro. Or by one of the arguments, a for Yama. If you are going to read your through any member, I have been near about it. We are a cabaret. Oh, for the family, the people like with the crowd. And you'll be to him. If you don't know what I think I watch it, I did it too. They do me be a Ghana.
Yeah, there was it. Now, see a bone to 2 dear. I woke up back to Mukana Buzia pencil. A year Kanishi ma, no more Kanishi Jum, Ebo Buzi and Tutuosa Ama, or poor Jumaso. I say, I could have a man for Kanishi or a while from a faculty, and one of my faculty. Overborn to 2 bone to 20 saying. And finally, good afternoon. Nana Oscar.
Mahmoud. Mahmoud. I'm in Shamil Rasid, Commissioner GRA. Mahmoud. When I'm a catcher, say, we are sick on. So, my penita dama, John Dramani Mama, and I see a Bengaswa. A car will be to send me, and no, you bet Yama, Ari. A Quebec Yama, Ari. And yet, of course, we are saying, I don't know if Dramani Mama, but I go here with your hair. Like a crowd won't be from my young Yama. And then so could just be a saying. A good for Papa. And that's the number of father, Yakupo, the yin my name, my woman. Now, Mahmoud, now we said this. Omanpanyin na nimi anuma na se na busuafo omaboa na so mumwa no. Akoye edia batabo a ni chai taba. Akoye opportunity kuro ubia na kesi a wo hura mane wa mi asusu wale na nete. Nimi anu no omaboa no. Edurumre dia dia wo pe omanpanyin be di gado wachi da ko na busuafo no sori ginan. In demonstration would go ya yenum be a dear ko ya and then no so among penny by year come and penny or my you. It make my casse. Then you on the bush of Omabuano. No man penny by dear Rulo. Or he say among for Bondi because of Linia on a bay or more coach crack. Don't feel for one among Gulu. They are the way for it. Nana was going to us.
Yo, right, Inti. Now Sabri said, yeah, Yamra back to the studios. Nah. Yanim penifo no so nya dey emra medidi onkomo owura kobe fiagbe of the NDC and owura Emmanuel Kwaten of the MPP na ose kenofofurata sagai omo comments e wo ho na the NDC a worthy opposition or spoilers yemra medwendwene ho
oha FRIMPONG Needs FM.
Nominees for the 12th RTP Awards are ready. Who walks home with prestige and pride? The 12th RTP Awards comes up at the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, Sunday, 11 December 2022, 4 p.m. sharp. The 12th RTP Awards is brought to you by Jimre Estates, Special Drinks, Simisura by Abdul, Yas Tissues, Dofil Roofing Systems, A to Z Auto Servicing, and Corporate Ghana Awards. For Mark Jerry Osajimine to win Radio Talk Show Host of the Year Award, dial *447 *111 hash. Enter nominee code 525 to vote.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Twem so betumi a. Asew. Now beka. Ya jon to ma miensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. Wo den kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hade a wapi ho. O ka sa batete e da fom won. This way chocolate drink.
Kra cha be baba ware.
Asew.
Ye fi say this way chocolate drink. Sorry, I no pa no ne yenom. Ye be chef fridge nom no snack. Ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne yenom. And this way no ti anu a, he se kire wom, koko wom, prick wom, bibia wom, ade wo hia ne so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA anhwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
Nominees for the 12th RTP Awards are ready. Who walks home with prestige and pride? The 12th RTP Awards comes up at the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, Sunday, 11 December 2022, 4 p.m. sharp. The 12th RTP Awards is brought to you by Jimre Estates, Special Drinks, Simisura by Abdul, Yas Tissues, Dofil Roofing Systems, A to Z Auto Servicing, and Corporate Ghana Awards. For Despite Media Group to win Media Group of the Year Award, dial *447 *111 hash. Enter nominee code 10 to vote.
She give me wine and a whole lot.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Nominees Nominees for the 12th RTP Awards are ready. Who walks home with prestige and pride? The 12th RTP Awards comes up at the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, Sunday, 11th December 2022, 4 p.m. sharp. The 12th RTP Awards is brought to you by Jimre Estates, Special Drinks, Simisura by Abdul, Yas Tissues, Duffield Roofing Systems, A to Z Auto Servicing, and Corporate Ghana Awards. For Ola Michael to win Radio Entertainment Talk Show Host of the Year award, dial *447*111#, enter nominee code 462 to vote.
Bad girls when I hold her, she give me wine and a whole lot.
Utie oha FRIMPONG no. Needs FM.
Needs 100.9 FM so any. Na enne Friday Friday November 18. Yes sir. Copy fiagbe. Apito. F1.
F1.
Beauty ala pama. Okay. Right. Imane kwati me mwatena se. Ana hwehwe mic ni ye mame. Ana be hwehwe mic ni ye mame. Na ese masumint ni ye ha. Hwe imade ye na mame. Et say ana. Ima 1 2 3.
Hello.
Okay. Ima. Avide you okay?
Hey, okay, pa.
Right. Abito. Odi no so you okay? Mama hwe no so mame.
Una obaka say. Okay, I'm okay.
Daniel Lens hwe mame. Right. Okay. NDC, a worthy opposition or spoilers? Bobby, into where?
Oh. I know, I mean, share. The enemy first time I will show you. We have been talking. So, well, NDC, a worthy opposition or spoilers. First of all, we need to understand that we are practicing a multi-party democracy in Ghana. And multi-party democracy, you actually say, Obia betche na adwen ewo tedia ye pese o man no eko. Now one of the things we have to admit is say parties me no nyina wo omo ideas as to how to reach the goal of development. I want to believe say both of us are agreed, or all the parties are agreed on the fact that we need to develop the country. But our approach no while one party believes that we should pass the left route, another party believes that we should pass the right route. So that is the dichotomy. Now, Ebanisana, it means there's going to be exchange of ideas every time. When NDC was in power, we were faced with challenges confronting the economy and the nation. Realizing, we are not the repository of all knowledge in the world, no. The then president, John Dramani Mahama, the of friend Century Forum, and are all inviting all stakeholders, including the MPP. The Omumbra, take a national position on how to handle the difficulties that confronted the nation. So bakaya MPP4 say omudie omumba ema omu issue edict say obia onim na oye MPP ni na opesa odaso ye MPP ni ebeko sa edwabo na ase no omuni ni bedi nyonyo enti omo pesa mbaba bia omo amba of course yera Kwame PN no de omo say where they have gotten to in politics and in life, no, those threats did not meant nothing to them. So, ono say the obaye and obabuaye ma ye chichire bibia ye friend no century the century proposal or consensus, and then forming the basis for the economic management and economic recovery programmer. John Mahama in a binding call, your friend is IMF. A boy from 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. So we run those programs. Economy no up to 2019 the free IMF your friends guidance I say. So that was what the government did. But then those who saw themselves only as opposition and not part of the country, not part of solving the problem. I'm talking MPP. They decided that they were not going to participate and give any idea whatsoever. Fast forward, 2022, 2021, 2022. In fact, before 2020, they will say no, the economy now, even though we had just moved out from the IMF tutelage, the way I now amount for your friends. Baumiani ni can handle economy. It was going to create a huge problem for the country. So we started giving them ideas, telling them that look, these things that you are doing, they are creating holes in the economy. In fact, the Omuka say, you guys, you don't even understand the economy of Ghana. I see you. Kauna mo chichiri eswa o maino ebeba be mini we gave all those warnings omsi o muna munti economy na say we have a better understanding of the economy and ye free abe mu ne di B rated economy eja omo no ene the ejina say economy has been described as junk ukoka pe see world crisis. Your world crisis, but your neighbors, you're downgrading Obia into junk economy. You're downgrading Nigeria into junk economy. You're downgrading Togo into junk economy. You're downgrading Ivory Coast into junk economy. And how can global phenomena skip Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Burkina Faso, and attack only Ghana such that our economy is now rated as junk economy? How can those same global phenomena skip Dr. Bawamena skip all those economies and only Ghana will be pushed out of the international money capital market? Net yes bibi enko ye wo yankasa ya brabom yankasa said they handle your vulnerability to shocks no became worse and untina global effects ni by and no make say those things were happening already and we were pointing them out to them. It is not just being opposition for opposition's sake. It is not like we were not offering them ideas. And I'm here for hearing now. No, can be say your friend is 11 now on one passing no timeously no so ekahuna omo MC. Look, this is so. I mean, it's like, so you think Parliament is a rubber stamp. So because you think Parliament is a rubber stamp, no, when you go there, what you take there, that in itself tells you that you are not a good manager. Because as a good manager of the economy, you should anticipate that, assuming that this does not go as we plan at this time, what is going to be our plan B? But the fact that you are now telling us, anchor at that plan, and therefore you did not have any plan B, in itself is telling you that you did not manage the economy well. That is, for me, an admission of failure. Because what was your plan B? Assuming say you anchor through cramp way, then what? Then the economy should come tumbling down. You understand? So that excuse, baby. You understand? We have given. Look, how many times has John Mahama not suggested to President Akufo-Addo that the problems we are facing as a country come call a forum similar to Senchi. You don't have to go to Senchi, but call a forum similar to that. Have a buy-in of solutions that we will suggest. You understand? Because at the end of the day, look, John Mama Baba Power 2025, 7th January, after 2024 elections. When he comes to power, he is going to be confronted with the problems here. So, if we start solving the problems now, it makes the work easier going forward for all of us. It makes the country a lot more easier to live in. Anka yendru bebia, a liter of petrol is more expensive than the minimum wage, the daily minimum wage. What is here? Anka yendru. So it is not the MP before omo adwin say oh on mine ye dear. Yes, you feel say we are on our right path. But hey, let's listen to what our friends are also saying on the other side. Let's take it into consideration and see how these things will work. And can do it. Do you understand? You can't say, look, a cow na mo bo friends say bosi na mo bo no. Bosi no ebaba mini no, because at the end of the day no, a bosi bia finance minister the company a friend is a data bank onya ni percentage and the amount do na believe say no and motivated the need for going for loans when we should not even have gone for loans in the first place. You understand? And all these things 2021, if you check my Facebook wall, I think must have been around January or February thereabout. And I'm here say, look, given the way I'm meaning penphobia kasa no, we need to move fast and go to the IMF so as to give ourselves some breathing space. Because at that time, not a Kana Yedino, not a to America, and our debt to GDP ratio was getting out of hand. And if you are to go to IMF, it gives you some room to going to IMF is a mark of incompetence. It's a mark of and they say we are at the IMF, and are we not at the IMF? So is it incompetence that is there? Is it an admission of incompetence? You see, that is where we are at, and they should stop looking at us when we propose workable solutions to them. We told you cut down the number of government, the size of government. I mean, how can anybody explain a country of less than 30 million people as at 2017, 2020 to have 120 something ministers? How do you explain that? And you don't think that those expenditures that are not like something that investment or any investment we are at the infrastructure expenditure and babium. So every year you have to find money. Every month you have to find money to pay that. Every month you have to find money to, and these are not things that are yielding production. And so because we have just been opposition for its own sake, I don't understand. We have told you where the problems are, what you need to do. We see there be we your friend say champion at one unim Ghanaian economy ni sin obi anti the can wo the umfa. Okay. And yenam junk mo. I don't know how soon we are going to be able to climb out of the junk to it doesn't look good. Trust me, it doesn't look good.
I will follow deliberations of the parliamentary committee now. They also follow.
Me follow. Some can just make me say na Kenny can say delay in the passing of the e-levy. Some follow can say me say okasa. And I'm catching say.
And you're saying say it doesn't look good.
Does it look good? No, tell me, does it look good to you?
No, what's someone restate your point.
I have.
Tell us more
no,
about
but I'm asking you, does it look good to you?
Maybe them better than me. Tell us more why you think it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good because as we sit here right now, nobody even knows what plan, economic recovery plan, that the government is taking to the IMF. As we sit here, I don't know if you have seen it. Have you seen that any such document? No, have you seen any such document? I am not saying it is not there, but I'm saying that
you have not seen it.
I'm saying that for the nation to buy in and go along with you, because it's coming with some very serious austerities. As for that one, it is given.
Austere measures be somewhere actually.
Austere measures somewhere actually. And this is the time for you to bring all those things out. Let the citizenry buy in and agree with you. Say, okay, yes, I didn't know the anyaba. And I am my no to mean chitri and to training. And until no was saying na ye bois na ye. But when we don't know the plan and you are just telling us that okay, and from everything you hear, everything is based on IMF program. So what if the IMF program does not go through by June, even by January, by June, or by December? So we are going to continue like this. That is the thing I'm talking about. Anything because it's going to get worse. You understand? So yes, the NDC has been a very, very worthy. In fact, at a point, I even thought that the NDC was governing the country from opposition with the rapidity with which they are giving suggestions, and except say Amafontie, Abaimufo almost because say if they take it on board, you can say NDC phone suggestion. So this is where we are. That is why we are where we are, Mimia. If only people will stop being arrogant and listen and realize a friend say look, can you imagine somebody like Kwame Pienin, a stalwart of the MPP, somebody who bet for a court ruling would have become a flag bearer of the MPP? Okay, in the case now, Nicole Court and disqualify, but for somebody like that, he's suggesting ideas, even picking phone to call the finance minister and he doesn't give him audience. Even picking phone.
Does that affect performance?
Of course. It means you shut your ears to alternative views. You don't get it. You've shut your ears to alternative views, and yet you come around and say people are not suggesting solutions. Because you shut your ears, you are not hearing the solutions that are being suggested. That is the point I'm making. And for the first time in the history of Ghana, since we started being rated under the rating agencies, all three rating agencies, notable rating agencies, are unanimous that we are in a junk economy. Unanimous. And yes, all three of the notable ones are agreed that we are in a junk economy. And so, yes, global effects have had an impact on us. No two ways about that. And nobody is denying that. But we are saying that what your friends say, I say, malaria. Na your friend say, and wako is that a word? One show musu na wasa konya HIV so account. What is here? And see the possibility of your recovery has been compounded. And only problem faces here or my let me put it another way. I say we are ready that you have underlying factors. Now you see Obian share nose mask, who me share nose mask. And now one question nose mask. Now what's our konya your friend say COVID account. You die faster than Obia only underlying issues are when you COVID. What you say? Nipa only underlying issues when you COVID. No, the likelihood of the person recovering is higher than you are who are underlying issues, and that is the problem we are facing. We were having serious underlying issues before the exogenous factors came in and weakened us every factor, even further. That is the problem. It is here in Yanomno, Omonia Botre, near Trasi as on mine, near, well, maybe at this stage is maybe even too late because I heard the finance minister saying that they are likely to finish the IMF, the staff level no, by December this year. December is just a month away. Maybe it's too late. But whatever it is, even that one, we need to have a buy-in as a nation. You understand? So the government should stop that posture of arrogance and carry the citizen around, including, I heard the finance minister mentioning groups that he has consulted in stakeholder engagement that he has had. And in all the stakeholder engagement that I haven't heard, he wasn't able to mention that he met the opposition.
Okay.
You understand? He couldn't mention because he never did. And who can be a bigger stakeholder in the politics of Ghana than the biggest political party after the ruling party? That is if we are using the election results as parameter.
Okay. Emmanuel Kwating.
Over.
And dear Bobby Fiagbe of the NDC, Okano. Man.
Yes.
Over. Nyedika me pese me chia Minya Berma be senator of Dansman last stop. I would say at the moment. Michiano baby or be. Over. Say ye kase political party ni day. Political party, any the perkuah boom to win political power and also to influence public policy. Now, Ube Bisa will say NDC a worthy opposition and I said they are spoilers. For me, I would say that NDC they are spoilers. Share global issues for the past 2 years. Okwa aman bia so a aman ni nyina because aye phenomenon bia na ye problem bia ba wiase a ebi ensi da e wa bakosem mu say yare timi aba na affect almost the whole world and tokwa etimi affect the whole world ebi ensi da okwa aman wo so a aman ni nyina no e try say on be dey on be come ho abom offering suggestions and solutions and ideas. And also what? Influencing public policies. Let me hear you can say, Omo offer suggestions. Now, I was expecting to say, we be sending some suggestions in a minute then. That the size of government and it is not NDC who talked about it. And besides, the size of government from the first term and currently, is so active considerably. Wafa, Nientia me kase, NDC for no. Omo yes spoilers. And they say, one, Omama to me omo peno edi omo enim kan. Enti enyema which seeks to bring relief for the vulnerable in the society. Policies are abani introduce here. A day can call edible bread or man, They are looking at winning power in 2024. So they seem not to care. Near baba ni say yanka and it's a very, very bad. When you do that as a political party, you are not helping the nation and you are also not helping them yourself. Tesiano, amaya who both political parties a war muno akomu bomu offer solutions. Any ideas are edi o mind burden ebe kan kwan. But yenu media instead of them to offer responsible opposition, omo ya say making sure say nia policies are amine di bia edi emwa edi bebro man they seem not to like it because omagin nyina no wo 2024 enti policies ebili saying say as oman yakwa ho mu definitely ahun mu that last Tuesday at forcing he admitted say or maybe at a point in time you will face crisis. But what you do is also what matters. As on my, what do we decide to do? Initially, you decide to say, call IMF. We said that let's have homegrown policies a bit my the aboye. And you're making sure say first of all no your budget no discretionary expenditure no you're cutting it down by 20%. Aban eduma for workers on mudos no yet almost salary so by all 30. Aban no so who say no say you're IMF no yanka sa asoman ye kan hu bomu na se yenya eto nketiwa kakra edifi yi level mo ebeden ebetimi aboan ama ehun kra enkohia say ye IMF. What did we see for the passage of the year levy? The opposition who are supposed to have interest in the development of this country, no, what they did is that let's incite the populace, let's incite the citizens of Ghana against the government. Send a policy then intimate achieving the desired results. But Senkayeni were supposed to provide responsible opposition. They would have asked questions, they would have brought ideas, and to shape it so that it will be a workable policy that will bring relief to the country, that will bring relief to the vulnerable, that will bring relief to the poor at the end of the day. But any animal, they decide not to do it. So as it is, they are not offering any ideas. You don't need to be called before you offer ideas. You don't need to be called before you offer ideas. Then they are also not influencing any public policy. Just making sure that they criticize. Instead of, and the criticism, nobody is about criticism. But what we expect as country, baby, you hear responsible opposition, you hear constructive criticism. And in the bed, you bet to me, Abua me, Aiden, Yakoyani. Recently, within 2 weeks, now you see the now they are from for over a depreciated for over 40%. Within 2 weeks. All because of what irresponsible opposition provide speculation. But forcing, how can you do this? How can you do this? When he brought up this haircut in that thing, that added so much pressure at the buy in Sydney. So people rushed to the bank to get their dollars. Dollars now a good bank, the various bank traders in even here their crown money, and they tend to what? Withdraw them. That is irresponsible on their part. It is a at the time that we were in opposition, what were we offering? We were offering ideas. You remember the various addresses that His Excellency, the Vice President, Mahmoud Baumia, not on lectures on my ideas, not or share things are. These are the things that we expect from you. Share ideas. But you're not doing it because you are what? You are looking at 2024 election, which it will be in your dreams. It is not going to happen. So if you have something that you want to do it now. Offer any idea. Now, idea be NDC, it will be a public knowledge. Everybody will know that NDC have proposed this. NDC wants the country to go this way. Okay, straight talk Africa VOA. His Excellency former President John Mahama, when he was asked, sir, what be your mind is open? Intino say, nay, near Ghana. Idea we here another country, you know what I'm here, Muno. So we'll send your opportunity now, we'll bar. Then I will be here. Of out here. He could barely give any solution. No ideas. So it means you just want to come to power. You just want to come at a big platform like that. You have been asked, what will you do differently? You have nothing to offer. They have nothing to offer. NDC is empty. They have nothing to offer. Because the bigger platform you provided Yama NDC from His Excellency John, former President John Mahama, to the last person in NDC at every given platform. My core platforms are NDC forward. So they have always been asked, what do they have? What do they have? They have barely proposed nothing. So if you ask me, I won't say that they are worthy opposition, but they have been very irresponsible. They haven't been able to give constructive criticism. They haven't offered any ideas. You don't wait that we should call you for a forum or something like that before answer offer.
Why you waiting? Emmanuel, pundits would want to understand. Sir, NDC for any ideas. And Ghanaians found the MPP worthy of great ideas. Into Yamfa MPP, Emrabem. Yademu Payen and Yakusi and Akusi. Does it surprise anybody? Say, at this stage, still animal can say, NDC for one ideas, Bemra. More ideas, na good losing.
Wafa, Nyame can say, Wafa, we had a shock. We had a shocker. And yes, a year mismanagement. At the time NDC were going to IMF, it was gross mismanagement of the economy at that time. This time around, we are going to IMF because of external shocks. Yet, external shock affect the whole world. And no, they say. And now, maybe I note this. As a country, we knew we'll get to a position like this. We knew it. That's why the president said from the beginning, Wafa, would have shared this analysis.
It is Muba Bemono.
Wafa,
I didn't tell a scheduled date and now I was say Ghana free. I am a foreigner.
You extended it by 1 year.
Now you know the drift. To tell us.
Yes, we extended. Let me finish my point. Nami Fambra, Bibia, Wokano. You see, Wafa, say economy no by these external shocks, no. Nasi to be a problem be like this, it should take a bit of time for us to say if the government throw the hands in despair. That's what cast on your she. But ya the Nyamagua Quema yen sure say ye bet to me see ye that there before the COVID maybe I need near chair as on mine. I know that near ye. Now will be some question about IMF. Yintia ye extending by 1 year. Ye extending by 1 year because of the monetary space and the fiscal space, you know. We still needed a space to be able to operate for a while. Anything you extended by 1 year, no, and not for say bia DBA ye fee say and no one the friends panacea to our growth.
My yente Kobe Fiagbe. Right, Emmanuel Kwatin of the MPP and Atin earlier on Kobe Fiagbe of the NDC of the Ghanaian Lens and ne or sign Abba Bim. Diakosian say Apito or say NDC spoilers not where the opposition contributing to the deepening of the Ghanaian democracy.
Are you surprised? He has just proven to you what I've said, that they've blocked their ears to all the suggestions that are being made. John Mahama told you, look, first of all, stop all non-concessionary borrowings. And this one, he said it even as far back as 2021, before we even entered this present mess. Stop all non-concessionary borrowings.
Don't go for commercial loans.
Goes. Stop it. Cut down expenditure and you wait till you are in the middle of the mud. The mud. And so I say, okay, I'm throwing away some of the weight on my back. Meanwhile, the weight has already sunk you in the so that so-called 30%. Meanwhile, if you ask them, tell us what items you say, oh, we have a discretionary expenditure. Discretionary expenditure on which specific items? That have you made that so-called 30% cut on? They are unable to tell you. They just throw it out there. We have, let's even concede, say they have done it. But the time to have done it was last year, not this year. When John Mahama told you last year, you said you didn't hear because your friend said you are not hearing. John Mahama didn't say he's waiting for you to call him to a meeting before he gives you an idea. He told you point blank, these are some of the things you have to stop the non-concessionary borrowing. He went on, he added, government should actively engage with bilateral multilaterals so that we can have some, and also engage with for restructuring of our debt. And once we have been able to restructure the debt, it gives us some room to be able to maneuver a little bit. And can we have done this if we had done this in 2021 when John Mahama said we should do it now? And can our debt to GDP will not be threatening to hit 104% of 104% by December that the IMF has projected. You understand? If we had restructured our debt as far back as 2021 and stopped going for even more debt, we wouldn't have been in the mess we are in right now. We wouldn't have been rated in the junk territory that we are rated. People should stop throwing things around and say, John Mama told you, say, look, you don't need a secretariat. We have a Ministry of Education already. You have Ministry of Ministry
Trade
and Industry. You don't need a secretariat to run 1D and 1F. When you have a ministry, you don't need a secretariat to run 3 SHS. These are all expenses that are killing the country. Cut down on those expenditures. You say you haven't heard because you have blocked your ears. If you have blocked your ears, who do you blame? Who do you blame? My brother, take your time. Listen to yourself when you speak and ask yourself that, is it true that he has not said anything at all? If you like, I'll forward your mama's speeches to you so that you go home and you study it carefully. Then you go to your people and tell them that, why haven't we been able to do it? You understand? He hasn't told you that he's waiting for you to come, a friend said, call him at a forum. The forum is for you people to get everybody on board. Look, we need the buy-in of the Ghanaian people. As we sit here right now, that restructuring, no, I will see your friend say,
I would have a leader of the Ghanaian economy.
Oh, Master, how can you get space to operate when your debt to GDP is 104%? So you
there's no breathing space.
There is no is there even a breathing space? The thing is, you are under the water. I would say, you say breathing space. Maybe you're not so no other kakra na kakra out me kakra. Where the ocean so na say you are 4% below the 100%. You understand? Say yeah. So we are 6 feet now. So we are 7 feet. You are 6 feet 4 inches under. That is what it means. You understand? So you are 6 feet 4 inches under the 7 feet water. So obviously you are drowning. You are drowning, and there is no way you cannot do restructuring. And to come around and tell us, there is not going to be a debt restructuring, and Obika anything that there is a run on the dollar. Whoa! When Baumia was making his speeches and talking about fundamentals and all those, that was not creating a run on the dollar. Suddenly, it is somebody else's speech that is creating a run on the CD. What kind of logic is this? You understand? What kind of logic is this? You have managed the economy into a mess. That is where we are at right now. The truth of the matter is that the economy, it is rated junk. Whether you like
Ima, it is rated junky. A CCC in a junk.
But look at it.
Yeah, on any definition.
It is not by my definition. Just Google the definition.
The accurate description would have been CCC.
No, it's junk. That is the interpretation. You see, the CCC has interpretation. The CCC has an interpretation. What is the interpretation? And it is at the same place that you find the CCC. What is the interpretation of the CCC? It means the economy is now considered a junk economy, and the government is likely to default on its
more or less, let's just say we are in distress.
We are not distress. We are in a default. Distress.
We haven't gotten there yet.
The distress was in 2021. 2021 was when we were in distress. Now we are heading to default. You understand?
But we haven't gotten there yet.
We don't have to wait. You see, that is the problem. The problem is with commentators such as yourself who create the impression that we haven't gotten there yet. We may well not get there. We don't have to wait to see whether we can get there or not. We are seeing clearly that what Naka Mufri your friends who station your friends say Kla now who Kokumasi now who do test and not driver no or driving here who say o me twen say ye do Kumasi na ye do
problem I want to assure our brothers from the other side, our NDC brothers and the people of Ghana, say the situation we find ourselves as a country, the crisis that we find ourselves, it is not going to hang on for over 4 years as they did in their time. By next year, everything will fall into its rightful places and the economy will surely get back.
You see,
and we are not going to, because of
the arrogance of power
we have always been given platform.
We have been there. We were there in 2021. And we told you that we don't have to get to this place.
Former President John
we don't have to get to this place.
Who said ideas are all far Ghana say no. Senka Okan was the international community. Those platforms near the man one because they will say that this one is not serious. And anything I want to me and country or anything I want to me and country want to me and country. Oh come on, what are you because talking about? If you have given such solution, such ideas, they will say you are not serious. That's why he didn't even say
anything. The man spoke to the nation. He spoke to the nation in the presence of the international
given a international platform, though.
What international platform?
You couldn't say anything. Because that place, they will tell you that.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
My friend, you don't know what you're talking about. That's what they will tell you there.
The arrogance of power. You think that you know. You think that you know. You think that you know.
Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is all-knowing.
He handed you over a B-rated economy. A B-rated economy. That is what he handed over to you. He handed over a B-rated economy to you.
This time, what does Sumuda?
Master.
And since 2017, what does
thanks to John Dramani Mahama, if he hadn't brought in the ESLA levy, which has helped to pay off some of the indebtedness of the energy sector to the banks, so that the banks can continue to refinance.
What I'm saying is,
if he hadn't done that, if he hadn't brought in the power badges that are in, and then take off any of the two of the badges that he brought
the
in.
The power badges, almost every year, $1 billion.
It is not true.
For the SS
your own finance minister, your own, and
this money has come up.
But he has been confronted with it, and he said, "Oh, I have to now go and do recalculation." He didn't say anything. He was confronted with it with his own statement in Parliament. When Sweeney asked him the question,
$900 million every year.
It is not true. It's a palpable lie. It's a palpable lie. It is a palpable. He was confronted. He was confronted with it this morning, and he said he has not to go and do a reconciliation.
My brother, what we need now is responsible opposition.
What we need now is for you people to realize
that's what we need as a country now. Not this kind of thing.
You have mismanaged the economy into a junk status. You need to admit that and say that, look.
Almost all the solutions they are offering.
You know what something?
If you have said this on the international platform,
in 2011 or 2012, 2011, Okabibi. Or see, if it was him that the exchange rate had moved from 1 CD to 2 CDs, he would have resigned and said that, today, the exchange rate has moved from 4 CDs that it was when he took over to 14 CDs. In fact, it actually went to 15 CDs, and because of your friends, Cocoa board for a Sikana Mukojiba and I say, and I have stabilized in Yamakakra. Besides the Kanusunya Sape, you understand? Now, if you are a man of principle, if you are people of principle, somebody who took the exchange rate from 1 CD to 2 should have resigned. The one who took it from 4 CDs to 14 CDs, he should be applauded. What kind of people are you? Hey. What kind of people are you?
Hey. So see, what kind
of people are you?
We need responsible opposition,
so you
constructive criticism. That's what we need as a country now. So see, the
point is that I don't know, all proposal, all inclusive gathering to attempt to resolve our issues. So
and who want to catch them and say consultations and conso? Who told you?
Consultations with who? The man mentioned the people that he has consulted. He never mentioned that he consulted with the opposition.
No, that's what I'm saying is that what I'm saying that sir, you can't say you don't have any evidence to say sir there hasn't been any consultation.
But the man has said he has not consulted him, and indeed,
who said
Kwame Pianim has come.
Must he be the only person if Kwame Pianim comes out to say
it is an indication of the arrogance that
I'm saying. So you cannot say consultation Bianco. So you cannot say that.
What are you talking? As for consultation, you can consult your wife and still have a consultation. The fact that you are consulting your wife does not mean that you are not having a consultation.
Stop
that. No, but that is the point. That is what you are saying.
No, stop.
That is what you are saying. So if Ken Furata goes and sit down and consult with Gabi, he has done consultation, hasn't he? He has done consultation, but that is not the point you are making. Master, admit, sir, you have taken an economy from B-rated economy.
Do you accept suggestions?
Me see, they should accept, sir. Me see, they should accept that they have taken a B-rated economy and run it into junk-rated economy. That is a fact. That is, I mean, there is nothing you can do about it.
UK crowd has been downgraded recently, yeah. And you know,
I'm not saying that. I am not saying that we have problems. I am saying we have been drunk to junk status. We could have been downgraded from B negative to C, and that would be like. But we have now gone into junk status. That is the point I am making. We are in junk status. And you people should stop that your arrogance and come to the realization that you don't know it all. You understand? You don't know it all. We have been giving you suggestions. And
I'm saying suggestions now more mano.
Suggestions now yeah mano.
From when you had opportunity at the international stage. They would have laughed at you.
Akufo-Addo.
The number of ministers
was asked how much a free SHS was going to cost should he become president. Right? He said the costing. But it didn't mean that he will not implement free SHS. When he got a chance, he did it the way he thought he could.
There was a specific question about cost.
Yes. And he said the costing. He never mentioned any figure.
He was inaudible.
He never mentioned any figure. Master, stop being. It's me you are talking to. Inaudible is inaudible. So and inaudible. Inaudible is okay. Inaudible is okay, but I'm MP. Sana okay with inaudible. He never said anything. But that is not the means that he didn't want to. See, the point I am making with that example.
At the international stage,
we are not ruling on international. The man has come.
I'll reduce the government.
He has come to.
They would have laughed at you.
He has come to show you that these are the.
They would have laughed at you.
Is it true that we are running? Is it true that we are running parallel structures that are consuming money and not bringing in the desired result? For instance. Are we running a secretariat to run 1D, 1F? What is the staff, this thing? Their procurement and everything. Can we save money by scrapping that and giving it to a department in Ministry of Trade and Industry to run? That's our suggestion. Speak to those suggestions. And talk about. Stop talking this thing. And he was giving opportunity. He was giving opportunity, and he has given you the solutions. Speak to those. I mean himself see first now on proposal bibia. I feel the idea nanka on international community anka yebesre no. Why? Is Ghana divorced from the international community? When he was speaking at the UPSA, were there not diplomats there? Where is there not the international community out there? Is the matter not carried live? Is it not published on the international
John Mahama,
media?
Track record dada. What he can do.
I'm glad. The track record is that he managed the economy and handed you a B-rated economy.
The situation we find ourselves.
I am saying, sir, with all that,
by now, how many children do you have now?
Yes, by with all that, he handed you a B-rated economy. With everything you can say about John Mahama, the fact is that he handed you a B-rated economy. You have run that B-rated economy into junk status. So what can you say? With everything you can say about John Mahama, you cannot run away from the fact that he handed you a B-rated economy. At the time he was handing you the economy of Ghana in 2017, the economy was rated B. Today, it is rated junk. That is the fact. You cannot run away from it.
Interpretation of the B.
Eh?
What's the interpretation of the B?
Oh, B does not mean or a bad. It only means you are not in the A category. And
then CCC, you know,
it's junk. You can say check it yourself. You just check it yourself from the same people.
What are the impacts of having a CCC?
It means that nobody is ready to look at you and do business with you on the basis of a loan and all those things. It means
having listened to the finance minister, no, Ujidi, the same is panning out.
Now Unjindi, Anka etiane, Anka nini baby etiane. You understand? We have run the economy aground. Let's admit it. Let's stop making. Look,
so okay, if they admit it,
everybody from the president to the last person in the MPP. Obi admitted that we are in a crisis.
How do we come out?
So what it is?
Being in crisis is different from admitting that we have run the economy aground. We are in a crisis. The crisis. I am saying, sir.
How do we come out of it?
What that is the point. How we come out of it is.
They will tell you that reduce the government. That's the only solution they will offer.
Now, wastage now what by
No, what I'm saying, say.
No, we are going to find out. Wastage what by say be an president akwa you kumasi ya just about 3 vehicles on security for me and son. Gabriel Chida couldn't be there too. Or man fa kunya be and CK Mwanko. That drastic cut in expenditure to attend the funeral, no? When in your home?
Nyamekane say, uko problems or you have crisis. There is always ways that you adopt to mitigate the problem that you find yourself. I will not say, but Nyamekane say, almost solutions na almost offer no, too light. Too light because if besides say, what can you do differently? And you are talking about size of government. You get it? Now, offer ukra about waste. That's even strong than you are talking about a size of government.
You see, but you see that
you get what I'm saying. When somebody says something,
I understand your problem now. Your problem is understanding.
That is all you want to offer.
Because when we say cut down, we are meaning there is waste. Cut it down.
We did is that
and we told you that.
So 30% salary cut. And what was it? When you cut salary, you later went for the money.
From who?
Auditor General, you didn't read it.
From who? Bring it.
When you were asked to
check, when
you were asked,
if you don't have it, I'll connect it to my wife.
I don't have the document here. I would have shown it to you.
It is on your phone. The phone. We are in global age. Just enter your phone, pull it out, pull the so-called auditor report out. Oh, Master.
It has been shown to you.
Oh, Master, we are here.
Sir, but there was nothing to show, sir.
Bring it. Master, bring it. You said they went for it. You said there is auditor general report that said they went for it.
There was nothing in the report. That's it, sir.
You are now recanting. You are now recanting from what you said. You made a specific allegation that they cut it and they went back for it.
I'm saying that there was nothing to show
now
in the auditor's report.
What you said.
There was nothing to show.
Now you are recanting from what you said. What you said was that they took it and then they went back for it. That is what you said. And I said, bring the evidence.
That is what it implies. That's what it implies because there was nothing in the auditor's report to show, sir.
I'm not telling. I'm not a novice in this game.
No.
That's what you suggest.
That's not what I'm suggesting. That's what
because you will not throw these things at me and expect me to keep quiet about it. I will expect you to bring it out. Because
let's bring it. How do we come out of the crisis we find ourselves in?
Look, we have given you solutions. Another one of them is stop capping statutory funds. When you stop capping statutory funds, what means is that you leave the entities to have revenue that they can use to develop themselves, and therefore even if they have to go and borrow, they will borrow on the strength of their books, like had happened with the Ghana Airport Company. You know, the Terminal 3. The Terminal 3 happened because John Mahama decided that government was not going to take a farthing from the Ghana Airport Company for the in terms of revenue and all these things. So all the money that they got, keep it and make your books look good. Once your books look good, you can now, on the basis of those books, borrow money, and Terminal 3 is paying for itself. In fact, from the last discussion I had with one of the big men up there, it may well be finished.
And Gapo could borrow from the strength of their books.
That is the point I am making. But now you have capped all those. And you take that money into the bottomless pit called consolidated fund. And then you go and waste it on wages and salaries. And so you are forced now to go and borrow to pursue capital expenditure. You understand? And these are some of the things that we are telling you that stop. Because Jamaica's government could have gone to borrow to do the Terminal 3. You understand? They could have gone to borrow, and that would have been a car, a down for you and I. But because they didn't take those monies, they allowed the entities to have the money and to be able to look. Right now, Ridge Hospital Expansion Project, Phase 2, and Ridge could have done if we had not capped their revenue. Ridge could have gone into doing that, and those are some of the things we are talking about. And you say we are not giving you suggestions, and they are laughable. These are suggestions that worked. You understand? And they say, so they are laughable. So, and if you consider them laughable, how will you implement them? How would you implement them? We are telling you practical things that you should do to get yourself out of the mess. You say they are laughable, and you won't do them. You will continue on your old path. So, and then you turn around and say, we are not giving you suggestions. Oh my goodness.
How do we come out of the crisis we find ourselves in? With the finance minister, is he clearing his name, or is he justifying his continued stay at the ministry?
First one, questions will be with you.
Sir, the echo swing or clear anything, and now say, or justify the continued stay at our ministry.
Sir, or stay in office, and I say won't stay in office and offer. And no, it lies solely with the president. Even after the committee's work, it lies solely with the president. Now, what I see, this Sanjay and Sembia Pie woman, me feel say, as of mine, and let's say questions about it, baby. Now you ask yourself, say, I mean, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to ourselves as a country? 2015, Momo Kwakwaji bond, no, you pay 10%, and then obidia or no per proper negotiation, yet you are 4%, 5%, 6%. You are complaining when you pay 10%.
One transaction advisor.
What's one transaction advisor
at the time?
I don't know, but it is the government in the confine. Let's not. It's that conflict of interest, and they have dealt with it. I don't want to even go. But
dealt with it to the extent said, do we know who was the transaction advisor or Tenasema 10% as opposed to Momudia also 4, 5, 6%? Why not transaction advisor?
It's up to them. I've forgotten the person's name. His name came up, but they paid 10% in 2015. Then there will be there 7%. You are alleging some obey to me and negotiating here for the country. If you are talking about excess borrowing, it's different. But Wafa, this Sanjaya Ekosi, and Sembia Pie woman,
you know something?
If he say,
sometimes
please, I have the floor.
Oh, but I thought that you said we can interject.
He hadn't said that.
But he said it.
I've not said that.
When you were interjecting me, and I said you said you can interject, and you see, the problem with these people is the cherry picking. My brothers riding the elephant. The problem with my brothers riding the elephant is that they are experts in cherry picking. Okay. 10% or no 10%, we were not locked out of the international capital market. That is the bottom line. The bottom line is that now you are. The bottom line is that even with your 2%, even 2%, you are even right now. If you offer 20%, you won't get the money. If you offer 30% right now, you won't get the money. That is the point we are making. Masa me people stop this photo now. That is the point I'm making. You have been locked out of the international bond market. Even if you are offering 20% right now, you won't get the money. That is the point. That is why you have run the economy too. So stop this. No, I'm just showing you the basics of it. The basics is 10% or 20% or where we are right now. You have been locked out of that market. So even if you are offering 20%,
we are trying to unlock ourselves.
Yes,
how do we unlock ourselves?
The point is, if you offer 20%, you won't get the money. That's
how do we unlock ourselves?
Now this 100 million issue, no. So what in Wasem?
I could say GNPC for kind of different. PIAC for kind of different.
But I know I won't say GNPC be making submission. No, Obian Kasa.
Oh, Obian Kasa say.
Obian Kasa.
Hey,
Obian Kasa.
Look, it's up to you if you decide to accept the GMPC story, no problem. You can accept it. But those of us who also accept the PIAC story, we also accept the PIAC story, and we believe that there is value in the look.
Sharp division.
It's not sharp division. It is what you choose to believe. You understand? And
which one is the accurate one?
I believe that the PIAC report is the accurate one.
And which is the accurate one, Ima?
Offer Nietine say. You discover how you know. You discover how you that's the Jubilee holding. You discover as a mind, you need the resources at that time to be able to explore. Now, Ebano exploration, a very serious capital intensive project. So at the time, yenya Talo, yenya Cosmos, yenya Petro SC, and yenya Anadaku, and they almost making sure say they will form partnership and deal with it. In terms of mine, at the time we were actually having royalties and a small percentage of it. Oko other a mine so that brand no ye sika someone no form intimi negotiate well. Oko other a mine so say ye kase ye no ye kase ye cedi no ni and dollars no ye to ye wa so still ye ho kire ye because of the negotiations ye nya no fiase no. Enti Yakoba say one of the partners, and the agreement almost at that time they say, "Who say we turn part of your shares, sir? And you within existing partners now moon be necessary to me then eto." And a GNPC editor who said, "As for my since I yet to me, I discover oil in the country. It means that it's possible we can have other places in our various regions. A bit to me, I then." Enya oil maybe. So GNPC decided to say they will have a company called Exploco. Normally to me this exploring which is very, very capital intensive, which is someone will say sometimes you will spend so money into it and you may not get anything, but we are hoping say a bit behind. So at the time that we are exploring, we are already in 6 regions already. Let me tell you, 6 regions already. And Anadako, who's supposed to be a partner in the Jubilee Holdings, decided to say, or turn part of the shares in the oil. What did he do? Or call Cayman Island to open a different company and all the shares in the Gumu. So whoever who better shares, then you go to Cayman Island, then you buy the shares there. Say you can as a man ye two oil emuha. And so ye ni ene chefa biya womu. Oil na ye to no ye ni chefa biya wom. So GNPC decided say obeso ton dia and the then as a man GNPC subsidiary that's the Expo will want to buy this shares which is 7%. And the 7% at the time they were quoting $199 million at that time. But due to prudence, and then she said, what for yetimi negotiate here, say 199 million or more at that time, yetimi they buy 164. And no crampono at the time, no Expo were not actually qualified to buy, but we have to find it because as on mine, entimin kobase, yabakoswa ni yetu oye wayememu, na ye ni any direct share in it, but we only take a small percentage of it in the way. See, they decide say better that 7% no more than almost no. Yeto ye na mu first lifting, what for first lifting no quite alone. Ade I turn 164 million. No, first lifting alone was over $100 million. Somebody will ask you, say, Ebani sign a GNPC, and listen, our brothers from the NDC should listen. Ebani sign a GNPC called Ministry of Finance. Say, Okwako Jessica or Honum, Eddie Akwako financing that particular deal. Wafa Ameri, car power, contractor, you need almost apart from other and Yama buy no contractor. Young brothers NDC, at the time omo a power no money almost sign no just say omo yom be almost set it up, but the fuel omo bear then omo be use the power these plants in no GNPC and they be provided this at their mom. Na car power anyway some the ma grid co na eco usage on that money goes to your friend say Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance will do the disbursement for them. So at any given point in time, Biano, GNPC have money with Ministry of Finance. Then, somebody will also tell you, say, Adentina, Ministry of Finance, Emma, your friend is saying something that has got to do with petroleum. Per the Petroleum Act, Adentina, Ministry of Finance, Anko Parliament, Anko G approval, before answer, release Sikano. And it has come out say in the Petroleum Act, it is only dividend. My brothers from the other side should listen. Only dividend. This is not dividend. And that 100 million now from the first lifting, up to now, I mean, we can just discount to an account, Ghana account, where you can, on this kind of but I mean, we can do. So there was nothing like illegality. There was nothing like say ABB.
That is the verifiable response of the finance minister.
That's the point. Young brothers, no say.
Oh no. Oh Masa, you see, all this whole narration boils down to trying to like.
It's not. Is it law? No.
Man, opportunity no nyano. Onyan use word no. Trying to.
Just trying to wound foot into our.
Oh my brother, how can you say this? We have any listeners. No.
Listeners. At least yes, you be between a contingency vote and contingency fund.
Which is another diversion altogether. We are talking about consolidated fund. Contingency or no contingency, it is part of the consolidated fund. You understand? Yes, it has been voted for you to use in but even to use it in contingency. Is this whole diversion about oil na say. Look, when you have entities that are dealing with entities in tax havens, you should sit back immediately and know that something is wrong. I'm not send you a document on the dealings of people using tax havens and all that. Until the moment my first thing is when I was told say the shares had been locked. We have Ghana Stock Exchange. You are dealing in our country and under our laws. And your friend is saying, why do we have to go and deal with you, a shell company in a tax haven? Something definitely is not adding up there. And then when the PIAC report came up and pointed to the shenanigans that they pointed to, I knew immediately that my instincts were right. You understand? But you see, again, the lawyers will tell you the difference between what you know and what you can prove is wide. You may know it, but can you prove it? And that is where
the final comment.
The final comment is say, Enuano, Omunya Botre, no moon say they have taken a B-rated economy in 2017 and ran it aground such that now we are a junk-rated economy. And they need everybody on board to be able to pull that economy out of the quagmire we are in and to dry land so we can begin to build bridges over the mud. You understand? but that attitude say yenkwani enim there and they will remain in the mud. Unfortunately, you see, nobody wants them to remain in the mud. You know why? Because you will come and inherit the problem in the mud. If they remain in the mud, you will come and inherit it. Okay. So you need to help them to move it out of the mud so that it's easy for you to also carry it across. Okay. You understand? That is why that drinks is here. Okay. Because we are more concerned about pulling the economy out of the junk than they are. Okay. As for them, their concern right now is so-called breaking the eight. That is all they are concerned about.
Kobe Fiagbe, of the NDC stock, and had edited the Ghanaian Lens some time back.
Propaganda.
I will fire correction. Sorry. Fire correction. I know you are betting me to I give a correction, but I won't.
And he's a former policeman. Emmanuel Kwatin of the MPP. Final commentary.
My final comment is the challenges that we find ourselves in. In few weeks to come, we should be able to deal with IMF staff level agreement. We should be able to conclude it now. Whatever that we are supposed to have by January in a program that shall see. And for me, there is so much hope. And let's trust the process. We will surely deliver. We have done it before, and we will do it again this time around. Let's trust the process. And right. Because our brothers have nothing to offer us.
But enemy first time I'm saying, Obon whom audience say, maybe some question back up. So, opinion.
Yaman opportunity. Where do
in the God forbid, in the unlikely event, say, yen to me, and conclude IMF deal now. What is the plan B?
President, no, and over country.
And you don't have a plan B.
Okay, and I say now, you did say, you need some, and you can some, sending in a mono. Right. Ambassador Kobe Fiagbe of the NDC. I said that echo Eddie Emma Emmanuel Kwatin of the MPP. ADAKABRI Mudu Osioma. Mema ntiju medina ya de bremo. Sabre we se be me musua. Ne musu ama Olakoku Michael. Ono na odi ebeko fie. Ably supported by DJ Foreigner. Now I'm the ebeko fie jojo. Kusuneti NIT 100.9 FM.